All right, scooch over. Let me sit right here. Hey guys, I am Laura Maxwell, and I'm the founder and the executive director of Call to Care. And this month is Social Worker Appreciation Month, so we're doing these videos with some of our local social workers. So today I'm actually sitting down with Ishmael Rouse. And Ishmael, tell us what your title is here in the office.
I'm an investigator with the Department of Family and Children Services. We're affectionately called the Dream Team.
He is definitely part of the Dream Team. I know this for a fact. And how long have you been working here at the Tipton office?
June will make 6 years.
Wow. And how long have you been in this field?
Actually 6 years.
6 years. Well, earlier we talked to Tiffany, and she said that if you make it past 5 years, you're really doing good.
Yeah.
Like, this is a hard field to be in.
Yeah.
We are so grateful for the work that you guys do. And there's all these misconceptions about what you guys do. And so part of awareness and appreciation this month was talking to you. So just share a little bit with us. You can talk to me or talk to Kim, whatever, but share a little bit with our followers about kind of like what a day in your life is, what the work is that you do on your side. We heard about the foster care side, but what makes your job a little different when you're doing investigations?
Okay, so a lot of people, they coin the term first responders, okay? What I do, I'm an investigator, so I'm the initial call. So when we get a report, I act on it or whatnot. But this is the thing. I don't look at it as being a report. I look at it as being a response to a need. I don't go in thinking, hey, the worst of the worst. I think about how can we then help these families. So my job is to assist and make sure that we can keep family first, and make sure that we can have that wholeness with the family. And those broken pieces, they call me Mr. Humpty Dumpty. So I put families back together again. That's what I try to do.
No, I can definitely see that, because I've worked with you a long time here in Tipton, and you definitely do whatever it takes to sustain that original family unit. Mm-hmm. If it's safe, I know that you go above and beyond for your families.
Correct.
For sure. About how many cases do you serve in in a month, or kind of what's your caseload look like?
Caseload usually is about 15. It's been an influx lately or whatnot, but it averages about 15.
About 15 cases. And so you've worked with Call to Care all 6 years. Mm-hmm. All right. So we came about the same time you did, Tipton. Mm-hmm. And what's that been like for you? I know we've got this new request form, which no social worker likes. We're not going to talk about that. But to kind of tell them what it's like to work with Call to Care and what Call to Care means to you. I know what you mean to us. You are so invaluable. We love you personally, as well as the job you do. So, but tell kind of what Call to Care means to you and what it's like working with us.
Well, I'll say this. It's the sheer example of that name, Call to Care. When I tell you, this agency, Call to Care, has been so valuable to this community, to this agency, statewide, locally, to our families. You made a difference. To those who cannot afford and cannot respond to those needs, you guys have made it so that they don't feel alienated or feel embarrassed about getting that help. It's a friendly atmosphere. I love them. I mean, when I tell you when I call, they come running. I mean, they come running with more than what I asked for. So they are what I call my over and beyond group. They make sure that these families feel the love, and they make sure that these families understand that, hey, you may go through tough times, but somebody can actually assist you, bring you up, and then actually try to eliminate some of that stress in your life. So I just totally 100% just praise the work that you guys do. The partnerships that we have with you guys or whatever is second to none. And I just wish nothing but the best for you guys, because you've been nothing but the best to us.
Well, we appreciate it so much. I'm just so grateful that we've been allowed to enter in like these children's stories with y'all. Mm-hmm. I shared earlier in the video, like when the Lord first laid this on my heart, I really didn't know what he was asking me to do. I might have ran, right? And that's what we do when the Lord asks us to do stuff. Right. He doesn't tell us everything. He's like, put your toe in the water. I won't let you drown. But I know it was about 5 years before I got the nerve to call and talk to Annie here. And just so grateful that she said yes to me. And but she was honest with me and said, we don't need people that are one and done. We get people that want to do that. I need you to say yes every time. And I said yes to her, not knowing what I was saying, but so grateful that I did, and so grateful that that you call on us so that we can do this work and that we can work with you. I know the ultimate goal of the agency is to get these kids home, whatever home looks like, home with a biological family, in a safe and loving foster home, or with a relative, or sometimes even to an adopted placement. That's your goal, is home. And that's our goal too, is to get these kids home. And then beyond that, as a ministry, is we'd love to see these kids enter the kingdom. We want to see you guys in the kingdom on the other side. We want to see their families. And I know personally, and everyone who works for Call to Care has built some really deep relationships with some of your clients. I mean, I won't say their names here, but I hear from them often, and I consider them friends. And just so grateful that you're open with us to share them with us, and let us love on them. And you know, you're not a pass-through. I don't want anybody to think that. We don't just hand him stuff and him run it off. He gets us involved with the families. He lets us go to the home and love them and serve them and have continual, after your case is closed so many times, they're stopping by the office and letting us know what they need, and continue relationships. So grateful to be a part of those beautiful stories. And when the cases are hard, I know sometimes they're hard, and you have to do that next step and suggest the kids being removed. That I know that's hard. You're the one who has to say that, so I know that's hard, but we are so grateful for the work you do.
It is. It's quite rewarding, and we love you guys. We do. You guys mean so much. Like I said, families, they come in already, you know, when they hear the notion of defects. That's why a lot of times we're changing the perception. And we're changing the whole tone of this thing. And that's why you didn't hear me announce that I work for DFACS. I work for the Department of Family and Children's Services. It's a totally different feel. It's a totally different attitude of bringing families together and just working with families and actually filling those voids that sometimes they don't even know they have. And so, like I said, this is not a job. This is ministry.
It is.
And so if you have that notion that you're doing God's work, it's no greater feeling to wake up every day. Like, I don't wake up to go to work. I actually wake up to serve. And so that notion, every day I come excited and overwhelmed with just joy of what I can do for a family. That's the first thing that I actually ask myself when I look at a report, when I get it. What can I do to assist this family? Not, oh my goodness, look what happened, look what this family is doing. No, it's like the ability to serve, that's the greatest thing in the world.
No, you're right. I remember a few years ago, I had a staff member say that a lot of times when we get a call on our end, a request is coming in, and we don't know all the details of the case. We're not privy to all that, but you know, sometimes we know just enough to be able to meet the needs, and even that can be heartbreaking. And she said that instead of like panicking, because sometimes our staff will kind of go into panic mode, which you're saying we shouldn't do, right? Like oh my goodness, but just to stop, and it sounds like that's what you do too, is stop and like just thank God for this opportunity to serve this family, and get at it and do the best you can for them. And to love them like Christ loved the church, and that's what we want to do.
That's right.
And I know you do that too, so I'm grateful for it.
That's right.
All right, Ishmael, well, I'm so grateful for you. I know I've said it like 10 times. Like, seriously, he's a cheerleader. He doesn't have his bow tie on today, which he's known for. I mean, he is like snappy dresser. So I'm going to have to come back and interview you again, maybe in another month, so they can see you. Maybe you could do like a little walk for us.
Yeah, I will. Whatever it takes.
But we're grateful for you. We're grateful for everything you do here with your families. And I know they're grateful for you too. And I can't say thank you enough.
Most definitely. And I want to give a shout out to Tiff County. Listen, so like I said, we affect, and I'll elaborate on the dream team thing or whatever. When I say the dream team, we make dreams happen. Okay, we don't look at the negative. We always look at the positive in all that we do. And so we make dreams happen. We make dreams a reality. And we have another portion of this thing called the game changers. And so what we do, we make dreams happen by changing the game. That's what we do. And with partnership with agencies such as Call to Care or whatever, we can be those game changers together and those difference makers. See, we have a game changers, we have a dream team, and I have deputized them as the difference makers. so what we have a three-headed monster, and and honestly, we have a trinity of things.
Yeah.
You'll catch that later on. Yeah.
We do. And I think what's unique about all of us who are serving this super vulnerable population is we all enter this with no judgment. Exactly. And realize there's really not much difference between us and them
It's not. Just a knock at the door.
I mean, there's really that much difference between us and them, and that it could have been any of us. It could still be any of us on any given day. It doesn't take much for people to end up in these desperate situations.
It doesn't.
And so, just loving them and serving them is an honor besides you guys.
Most definitely. We love you guys.
Thank you guys for everyone who tuned into the video today. Please share it with your friends and your family. We definitely could not do this work without the office here. We could not do the work without our donors, whether you give financially or you give in kind. I know last year, just looking back at last year, we served 2,500 children under the request of DFACS between all the offices. And we did that with almost 800 volunteers and about 5,000 donors. I mean, there's no way we could have done it without all of us come together. So you're part of this team he's talking about as well, and I'm just super grateful for you guys. So have a good day. Bye-bye.